Hello, everybody. How's it hanging? Ladies and gentlemen, in a world of peculiarity and the uncouth, one has to exhibit signs of regularity and normalcy. Hence, your host for today, Regular Normal Michael. And so, what do we have for today? I have the update for you. The update for Library of the Universe, A Scholar's Dream. And so let's do our shoutouts first. Let's go to the About section. And for our Cosmic Tears, we have Antonio Grajadas, 251 days since. And B, Ron B, 92 days since. Zampo Facts, 4 days until you're at the Big T. The Big T 1000. And then we have In Keen Tier, Kim Lam at 690 days. Webhead at 136. Kim Lam at 117. Molly Jane Gain at 116. Stephen Nguyen at 116. Thrill House at 115 days. And Carlos Daniel at 66 days. And our historical members from back in the day. Sid is Ryan Sparrow Jr. and Adriel Oliveira. Okay, and that would be our Patreon shoutouts. Let's move back to the Library of the Universe. We have a whole bunch of new things, right? Some of them are blank. For example, Pixabay's nothing yet. As you can see, nothing. Digital NZ, nothing. Welcome to New Zealand. Everything has been consolidated into this unit. Therefore, there is no Music Theory tab up here on top anymore. Music Theory application is now in the library. We can pick a chord and play the chord. Play the diminished chord. There you go, a diminished chord for you. All right, back to the library. And as you can see, we have categorization now, which will make it easier for you to see. This is for the all view, obviously. It'll show you everything. And then we go to art. We have the Art Institute of Chicago, the Harvard Art Museums, and the MIT Museum of Art. In games, we have IGDB, Internet Games Database, Pathfinder SID. I'll show you this later. That is quite interesting. Oh, this does not belong here. This belongs in media. Let me go to my code and change that. Pixabay does not belong in games. It belongs in media. So let's do it. Media, save, refresh, games, no longer there. Alrighty, good thing. And so we have the Poke API, which is Pokemon. My Pokemon trading card game now. This is fantastic. And we have Scryfall database, which is Magic the Gathering. In Heritage, we have Digital NZ. Welcome to New Zealand. And we have the Smithsonian Museum. We finally have this up and running. This fantastic data set right here. It's absolutely beautiful. That's what you should come to expect from the Smithsonian, of course. In literature, we have the Gutenberg books. We have the poetry database. In media, we have AniList, anime database. We have Giphy. I can talk about Giphy in a second. And Marvel Comics. And we have Pixabay, where you belong. In music, we got Music Theory, of course. In science, we have iNaturalist and NASA. NASA is currently being updated. This is a fantastic one as well, as you should expect from NASA. Come on now, come on. And of course, we have GoBots, Compla, in toys, Rebicable, which is Lego. We have the Transformers. But let's go back to all. And what shall we do? Since we showed you Art Institute of Chicago earlier and you listened to me spaz the fuck out, we can move on to GoBots. Let's see what GoBots is about. Welcome to 1983. And there's a little thing right here that I can read out for you. GoBots was a line of transforming robot toys produced by Tonka from 1983 to 1987, similar to Transformers. Although initially a separate and competing franchise, Tonka's GoBots became the intellectual property of Hasbro after their buyout of Tonka in 1991. Subsequently, the universe depicted in the animated series Challenge of the GoBots and follow-up film GoBots Battle of the Rock Lords was established as an alternate universe within the Transformers franchise. Oh, was it now? While Hasbro now owns the fictional side of the property, characters, names, bios, and storyline, the actual toys and their likeness were only licensed from Bandai in the 1980s, were not covered by the Tonka acquisition, and are not available for Hasbro use. Holy cow. You can't even use these toys after you bought the property. How funny. But anyways, let's look at the toys. Let's start with Ace. And when you have this, see, watch, it has lazy load system. I had to implement that in there. See, it kind of fades in, as you can see. But in the list to the left right here, you have all the toys. If you press Z, it'll go all the way down to Z. If you press F, it'll go to F. Press A, go back up there. And let's see who Ace is. Ace is a guardian, or at least he was. Before we got lost on Gobotrons, dreaded level 17, and came under the control of Gunire and Bugbyte. Not that he lets having to lobotomize visitors affect his chipper demeanor. What? But anyways, when you go here, you get to see all of the works, and it's fantastic because this artwork right here is hand painted. Even if they're robots, back in the day, people hand painted things. And you see these cool little spectral stickers that you get after a purchase. I love these things. Look at how awesome that is. The rainbowy effect of the sticker medium is beautiful. I want more of these. I want to buy one of these packaged so I can get one of these. And you get the toy and stuff like that. And over here you get to see. Look at that. This guy looks kind of insane. Oh, nice. You know, World War II airplane. Guardian Robot Mustang Fighter. You see the packages and the package and all that stuff. And look at the back of the package. Fantastic, is it? It gives you the transforming instructions. Nice and basic. And then, of course, you get to see all the enemy robots. Like, this guy is cool, man. Slicks. I had a lot of these. I had more GoBots than Transformers. People don't talk about the GoBots, but they talk about the Transformers a lot because Transformers survived throughout the ages. But let's look at Scorp first. Scorp is super cool. He's a scorpion. Look at that. Hell yeah, man. Look at that shit. All right. Inspire yourself with these insane robot designs. They're kind of nuts. All right, let's go to Slicks. I want to show you Slicks. My favorite kind of vehicle is an F1 racer. Look at the picture, man. It's kind of awesome, man, right? Look at that. Hell yeah, you're a cool guy, man. That's a cool dude right there. That's right. Slicks. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's show you one of the legendary characters. Leader 1. Let's show you the leader. Oh, this guy's super cool. Turbo. I had Turbo as well. You see how cool he looks, man? Looks like RoboCop. Where's Leader 1? The leader of the good guys. See him? Of course he's gonna be an F-14. Nice. I think that's an F-14 anyways. I can't remember exactly what that was. F-15. Oh, that was one number off. And let's look at the evil leader, Psykill. Where are you at, Psykill? Right here. Psykill. Hell yeah, man. That's the shit. This is a very, very nostalgic thing. Look at that picture. That's insanity. Alright, what's next? Let's go to Gunpla. You like Gundam? Let's look at Master Grade. Alright, so as you can see, the design, it has all these paddings, and that's automated. Right here, it's like the padding is incomplete. Right, there should be some down here. But as you can see, it fills all the space so that it completes the design of the page, because I take that stuff seriously. And look at that. It gives you articulation factor. The tips. Thank the Gunpla fandom wiki for telling us about all this stuff. What do we have here? Images. Now that is a spectacular Gundam. The Gundam Age. The Age 2 normal, I think it is. Look at that. Oh man. It's spectacular. So which one is this one called? The Gundam Age 2. Yeah. And the riser is outstanding. Look at this guy. What I love about these designs is that it does the opposite of what they normally do. The legs, like thick ass thighs, right? Thick thighs. And then it goes down into these small ass little feet. I love it. It's such a good design to flip the script and go backwards from what you normally do when you experiment and you succeed. That's why you gotta experiment. And then, oh my goodness, look at that thing. It needs like another leg to sustain, because that is insanity. Look at that weapon. It's so sporty. It's like you play lacrosse when you were a kid. Like my cousin Khan and his son. I used to have this as a perfect grade. I can show you a sharp one, the one that I have actually. Zeta. Oh, there you are. This is the one my brother got for me for Christmas. And this thing is super sharp. When I put it together, I realized how heavy it was. This thing is dumb thick, if you know what I mean. And look at that. Super sharp. It is unbelievable. Like, it looks sharper in person, actually. That face is so chiseled out. Look at him. Modern day standard. That transformation is solid too. Even though I don't do it because transforming a model kit is kind of a pain in the butt. Everything falls to pieces when you're trying to do it. But oh man, look at that. Accessories kit. Amazing artwork. That's Gundam for you. All right, next thing. Let's look all the way back in time. Back in the day, we had the one and only humble RX-78-2 Gundam. I mean, despite its humility, it's kind of insane still. You see it has a skeletal structure underneath, but that's one of the earlier ones when it was released in 1998. But let's go to the new one released in 2020, the RX-78 Gundam Perfect Grade Unleashed. This is what we have today. Looking really, really busy, you know. It's busy. It's busy for a reason. Look at this thing. Watch what happens. Look at that pose. Look at that. Fantastic. See that skeletal structure? It's outlandish. Opening hatches and everything. Oh my goodness. The thing is perfect. Lives up to its name. The Perfect Grade Gundams. Alright, that's it for Perfect Grade Gundam. Let's move on to something else. Here we have Giphy. This is one of the more interesting stories. So, you know Giphy, right? You know when you send those animated joints to people on Facebook as reactions and whatnot, or whatever it is that you want to send somebody one of these things for? It's powered by Giphy. And now, Library of the Universe, A Scholar's Dream, is powered by Giphy as well. And the good thing is that it's unfettered access. In order to get access fully, without any limits, or minimizing your limits anyways, you have to send them an application with a video showing them that you have a serious program that you want to add these guys to. And I showed them. I was like, all right, man. It's like, you want to see me being serious? I'll show you something serious. And so I did. And in a matter of 2 days, they accepted the application. And now we have Giphy on our website. So let's take a look. Let's go to illustration. Over here, I added tags that are creative and inspiring to filter out easy, something that you would like to go back to every so often. And look at that. You got a Frida Kahlo. That is right. Oh my god, Rose, there was room for two. What? I don't get it. But, I mean, this is all a bunch of amazing stuff. See? Very, very modern take on illustration. You get a maximum of 25 pages per tag, and if you want to filter out further to get different results, you're gonna have to search yourself. Either that or add the adjective insert, which takes illustration, and when you click on it again, it'll add a word next to it, a random adjective, which is something that I added to make it so that you can get some random results. Look at this thing. What is that? A wise owl. My goodness. Oh man, this shit is out of control, dude. It is out of control. What is going on? This is outrageous. This API right here, the Giphy API, is nuts. You want to see something crazy or something lovely? Let's go to nature. Nature. Ooh, flyers. How neat. What the? Nature's gonna nature. Indeed, buddy, indeed. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. Look at this. These loops are beautiful. Look at that. Oh, yes. I like to see this. This is what I came here for. All right? A little bit of catharsis. That's what you come here for. Look at this. Oh, the children. And so, that is what we have there. So let's do something quite nice, like wireframe. This is so out of context. Oh, I think it's because of the adjective insert. Wireframe defiant. Let's turn that off. Go back to wireframe. Oh, yes. Now you see. Goodness gracious. Look at that effect. It's looping, too. It's like, how does that even work? See? This is what we come here for. Looking at things that we have no idea how it works, and it's just magnificent. The magic. We come here for the magic. And that will be that. Let's move on to the next one. So Gutenberg is your neighborhood Kindle. So through this, see my previously reads. All right, so each one of these is a subject list or a bookshelf, and you can browse the books through that, or you can run a search. Walden. This is the one that I want to read right here. Walden and on the duty of civil disobedience. And I've already had that in my previously read. Let's go there. See? And each one is separated by a chapter. It's fantastic. And so you got 25 pages in the first chapter. And if you go through, it's like, 25 pages right here, 6 pages right here, and so on. And just read the whole entire book as is. And as you can see, whenever something extends super long, I have a scroll bar within the scroll bar. It keeps it comfortable. When something is super, super long and you make it so that it is only the size of the screen, as you can see, watch this. See? Only the size of the screen. And it stays that way. No matter how tall the screen is, its scrolling mechanism is only going to be the size of the screen. So that much is very convenient. Let's push it back. See? Dynamically driven. And so this is how you can read books at the Library of the Universe. You have 70,000 books to choose from. Choose wisely, because some books are ass, right? You don't want to be brainwashed by people's bullshit. So this guy's not going to brainwash you. He's a wise man. Henry David Thoreau. He's a funny guy. I recommend reading Walden and On the Duty of Civil Disobedience. What's next? Skip. I want to show you Pathfinder SRD, but I'm not even going to tell you what it's about yet. So let's go all the way to the Pokemon trading card game and then close out for the day. Here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to browse through these sets. You see, this is just as thorough as the Magic the Gathering one. Every set that it was ever made, every card ever, including McDonald's cards. See? You get all the McDonald's cards too. And you get to look at the card. How fantastic. When was this released? 2021, the Bulbasaur. I love the Pokemon cards. The artwork is so much more fun than Magic the Gathering. Look at that. He's so cool. Pikachu's so cool. And it's a McDonald's card. Let's look at non-McDonald's cards. Go to Platinum real quick. Platinum Arceus. We get the Charizard. Look at that. It looks kind of wonky right there, but hell yeah. That's right. And you see all the stats and stuff like that. Right? You click on that. Converted retreat cost means go back into the ball or whatever. Evolves from Charmeleon. Look at that. It searches for the Pokemon that is relevant. Evolves from Charmander. Yeah. See, you get the whole entire chain of evolution. Evolves from nothing, as you can see. Like you get every single print of these Charmanders. That's a lot of Charmanders, right? That's a lot of Charmanders. And all of the artwork is just so fantastic. I could sit here forever looking at Pokemon cards, I swear. This is such a net positive for our creative existence. Let's look at Sun and Moon, Guardians Rising. See all these cards, man? What is it? Antonio showed me the whole entire process of the Pokemon card creation. It was unbelievable. I had to ask myself, I was like, is there a Pokemon TCG API that I can tap into so that I can get all the cards and put them on here for us? And look at that. There is one, and it's very, very easily updatable. All I got to do is delete the set and then re-download everything, and then it re-downloads everything when there's a new set, and then we're up to date with all of the cards on the planet. It's absolutely fantastic. I love this. Let's look at, who's this? Stuffle? What the fuck is this guy? Oh man, that will be that. Look at this. Celebi and Venusaur GX. What the heck is this? It's a tag team. Ah shit. Little homie and big homie. Look at that, man. The artwork is fantastic. And the design is out of control, dude. It's just out of control. But that'll be it for today. I can show you more. I can definitely show you more. All right? I can show you the Smithsonian if need be, but not today. This concludes our tour of the Library of the Universe, and we shall be implementing more information so that it lives up to its name. And so this concludes this week's update in Library of the Universe. We've had aesthetic updates. We've had structural updates, such as lazy loading, which prevents the hammering of people's servers. We don't want that to happen, right? That's bad stuff. That's why lazy loading is in effect. Because, for example, if you go to the Smithsonian and you go to, let's see, something with a lot of thumbnails, right? Fieldbook project. Wait for it to load. Okay, so in the Fieldbook project, you see how it has all these thumbnails? If you're not careful and you load all of these all at once, the Smithsonian is going to think you're attacking their site because in the modern internet age, there's this thing where robots run the internet and 50% of traffic or even more is just robots stealing information. So modern day security has these countermeasures to make sure that you don't do that. And if they suspect that you're a robot trying to steal all their information, they're going to block you. So that shit blocked me, and I didn't realize why until I looked at this page design here. You see how all these thumbnails are coming in? It's lazy loading these shits. And I implemented this system specifically for this. Like, I originally would not have cared to lazy load, but I had to because I was being blocked, and I don't want to be blocked. I don't want anybody to be blocked when using the site. So we had to do this. We had to implement the lazy loading system to respect people's traffic. So you got to drive slow, man. You can't just load everything at lightning speed. That's unfair. You got to be a good internet citizen, as they say. And these books are really, really nice. You go here and you have, like, look at that, people's handwriting. I heard from the dinner table, like, family talking, that people don't even know how to do this anymore. I was like, really? You can't handwrite anymore? It's like, you can't be serious. What's wrong with us? What the hell is wrong with us these days? What? You guys are out of your minds, man. You got to get regular. You got to get normal. Look at that. Fantastic, right? Found a little shrub. Put it in the book. Just like that. Sweet, right? Caused a little bit of stain. But yes. This is the end of the line. And we'll be back another time. I have some more songs for you. I'm going to write some more songs. Actually, no, I'm going to cover more songs. I'm a little bit lazy right now. I want to appreciate other people's works. And I'm going to draw you more pictures. I'm going to scribble. I like to scribble these days. I don't know why I like to scribble, but I just like to get the idea out as quick as possible at the time being, because while I'm doing this library and doing all this music, it's like I can't sit down for a long time and just draw forever, you know? That takes its toll on me. But anyways, I hope you've had a good day. And girl's still in my head. You know, the Thibodeau, she's on my mind because she's kind of lovely. She's always been lovely. She's been lovely ever since she was like this 17-year-old dork in high school where we were in the same class. It's one of those things that hits me in such a way. I was like, I gotta get it out. I gotta get that shit out. I was like, I'm gonna draw a picture of this girl, like, from my mind, see how it goes, see if I remember her correctly. But I think I'm gonna do that leaning towards the weekend. Show you what she looks like, embarrass her just a little bit. After that, we resume business. By the weekend, I might have a new track for you. I might not. There are a lot of things that I need to accomplish when it comes to covering certain things. They demand so much respect that it might take a little bit longer than usual. So that much is true. And I'll see you another time. Thank you for listening in.